Welcome back to Rayman Legends. In the last part, I did the 4 levels that I had available in Gourmand Land. And now I'm going to move on to the Sea of Serendipity. How many levels do I have unlocked for it? Time to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems to be the level amount each time for some reason. Your world has 8, so I'm just getting like halfway through each world and then I have to move on to something else. Freaking flipper. Alright, so these are water levels, which should be 10 times better than ice levels. So, you know, pretty good, pretty good. Is this the same music they played in the first level of 20,000 Lums Under the Sea? Oh, that thing's alive. It's a rock. It's like a rockfish. Those are a real thing, right? I didn't make that up in my head. Fish that blend into the rocks. I imagine so. It's a very common thing in the animal kingdom. To blend in with your surroundings. Alright, try not to die here. Oh, sorry. Well, that happened. Or if I didn't go all the way back here from getting hit by an enemy at the end of the screen, but you know, whatever. Is there a guy over here? Yes. There's also a secret door over here? I guess this is a bonus area. Have they ever done that before? Have a secret Tensi directly next to a bonus area? Oh, I'm having right in the middle of flying. There. Alright, don't die, you fuckers. Oh my god, there's a lot of you. Yeah, I can't. Okay. Alright, don't do that. Oh my god. They really do suck. What they do. Okay. Oh, the Tensi's over here. Yeah, I thought the top part would be the bonus. Or the not bonus. Anyway, I missed the first Tensi. Don't know where that guy was. Yeah, it doesn't exactly really matter. The Tensis don't really get anything anymore. What are you gonna do, pufferfish? You know, I should have expected that. At least they can hit you before you do it. The music kinda sounds like teensy noises. So, it's a bit of a gameplay issue. Well, that's not the direction I meant to swim. And now the music is different. Why is that? Ooh. No! Supposed to go to the right. I had to hit exactly on the teensy and not the chain for that to work. Is this lyrics? It sounds kind of like words. but then they just evolve and they just devolve into not words again. Sometimes I do like a little upside down circle when I don't mean to. Jellyfish there are. Oh, messed that up, didn't I? Giant tentacle things. They snuck a pufferfish there. They really did. Like, is that a sentence? Did they just say a sentence? Because it sounded like when we and then just gibberish. When I glue, we kinda do. That killed me. Of course it did. And now I'm all the way back here. Some of the things in this game. Some of the things. That didn't hit the pufferfish. Oh, of course it didn't. I messed it up again. Always mess up the purple streaks. Alright. Behind the last Tensei, which should be the last part of the level, right? I'm not sprinting. Hey, there we go! That was significantly shorter than the first level of the last world. It wasn't a stupid ice level that took me forever. And I swim through the water. Swimming with the stars. Is that a star? Doesn't look like a star. It looks like a scary thing. It's a lot of lums. Still. Lums are what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more levels. Because if I end up in a situation where I can't do all the back to Origins levels because you have to do some bonus content to get more scratch-offs, that's going to be really annoying. Especially if that situation can be avoided if I just got luckier. Okay. Didn't even realize that hitting that was going to make that spike thing go away. And I just expected to get hit there. This is the fourth world. Fourth world in the Legends was also a water level, sort of. Ignore the fact that like half of 20,000 of the lums in the sea was not water levels. So they kept a pattern with that, at least. Did they keep a pattern with everything else? Not really. There was no like ice world in Legends, thank God. The music world in Origins was the second one, whereas the music world in Legends was the third one. If you want to consider the Day of the Dead one the music one, which it kind of was. Quite a change of pace music-wise. Now we're just listening to some mysterious tunes. Anytime you think of going deep down to the dark sea, you think of the scene from Finding Nemo when they go down and they see the anglerfish. What a fucking ugly creature that is. Well, that's for a lot of deep sea creatures. They look fucking freaky. And we don't know 99% of them. So we do not have the ability to do much grand research on a large scale that deep into the sea because of water pressure and other things. What's that phrase? We know more about this. We know more about space than our own deep oceans. I don't know if that's necessarily true anymore. It was at some point. It's easier to do than you'd think. Eating again. Need to take some allergy medicine. No reason to go over here besides lumps. How long will it be until I unlock the next character? Oh. On the verge of his knees for 7 seconds. Unpleasant. What weird creatures jellyfish are. Is it jellyfish that, like, sort of never die? I make this factoid up, and they kind of just, like, no, it's like, they do something, just kind of, like, regenerate themselves forever. Is this real, or am I thinking of a fantasy, some sci-fi thing? I don't know. Weird shit in the deep sea there is. This deep sea. Back in the whatever period. The greatest of all time, a Monolocaris went across the seas. Getting things with its little weird jaw teeth thing. You doing? How am I dodging this stuff? I can't see anything. Right, well there goes one hit. Oh, okay. Doing? Oh god! Okay, I've gotta keep collecting. I gotta keep collecting things, yes, that's what I do. And not run directly face first into something. Okay. Thanks. Bonus area. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I missed one, really? Eh. What the hell just happened? Why am I dead? What, I just hit the bottom of that brick the wrong way and it just killed me? Didn't kill me that time. Pretty sure that's exactly what just happened earlier and it didn't kill me that time. Alright. There. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to get just these more than just these 4 levels done, but at the rate this level's going, I don't know. way things are going, I don't know. Come on. Go up. I guess those guys weren't hostile because I didn't do anything when I hit them. They're not doing anything, so they're hitting me. Oh, anglerfish. Got to use it for survival. Stay near the glowing fish. Anglerfish have that light just to act as a lure for like bait and stuff. How many? What I understand, I think a lot of undersea creatures, I don't think they can see. And if they do, they have to have some way of seeing in the dark. So how much does the light of an anglerfish? Many creatures can even see it. It's interesting how different the Origins and the Legends levels are. The Origins seems a lot more like your standard kind of platformer stuff with some neat ideas, like it being deep sea ocean instead of just normal ocean, and the fire being food. I guess the ice technically being food. The Legends, they just went all out. It's like, yep, we're gonna go underwater, then it's gonna be like a spy thriller movie or something. And when we go, and then we're gonna go to like ancient Greece or something. And then the music level is gonna be Day of the Dead themed. Very wacky out there stuff, whereas Origins is pretty grounded and kind of what you'd expect. With a bit of a wackier feel to it. Yes! Stay near the angler. Yeah, this thing isn't exactly pretty, but I'd still rather look at this thing than an actual anglerfish. Gotta follow it around. Now follow you. How? Now what? Okay. We'll lower this one. Get me out of here. Man, this second level took way longer than I thought it would. We'll see how the next two levels go to whether I decide to continue this part or not. Dude. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Is there a fly level in this world? I was kinda hoping there'd be so I could show what Barbara looks like while riding a fly. There's the fourth one. Okay. Macked Origins! Hopefully the remaining... Hopefully that's most of what I get. Why so crabby? Krabby is the name of a Pokemon, is it not? It's gotta be up there for one of the least creative Pokemon names. He's a crab. His name Krabby. Like what a child would nickname for Krabby. Anyway, I'm dead. Thinking one of my mini playthroughs of Soul Silver that I never finished. I really wanted to get a Krabby as my water type, so I just didn't get a water type for a while, and I eventually just gave up because I couldn't fucking find a Krabby. So I don't know why I wanted a Krabby. It's not like it's a good Pokemon. It's a water type with a really high attack stat, which are certainly better in Gen 4 than they were beforehand, but they're still not great most of the time. There's not many physical water moves. It's just in a story playthrough, it's just objectively worse than a special attacker, because if you're a special attack water user, then you can use Surf well, but if you can't, then you can't. Anyway, last time I played a Pokemon game was Toemon World Link, where I used Marasa, which is a physical water type. Yes. But it didn't actually matter because that game had a little thing in it where you didn't actually have to learn the HM moves in order to use it. You just had to, if your Pokemon had the ability to learn it, you didn't actually have to learn it for them to use it in the overworld. It's very nice. That game was very weird because it had a lot of quality of life changes that made the game really convenient to play. But then at the same time, it has some of the most bullshit Pokemon battles I've ever seen in my entire life. So... Gold, why are you so grabby? I'm not seeing any grabs. Yes, I did, and I just forgot already. Very nice music in this world, I have to say. There's so many things in these Rayman games, so many creatures and stuff. You could really make some games out of this. This is what Barbara looks like on a bug. Showed it before the level. Nah, it's just... What the fuck does Ubisoft do instead? They make Assassin's Creed, right? That's all they care about. Uncharted? They make that? If you can't tell, Rayman's the only fucking thing Ubisoft makes that I give a shit about. Alright, how much of this level is left? Seem to be at about the halfway point based on the lums I've collected. And go on a specific timing with this to get all the purples. And also not get hit by a jellyfish. Never been stung by a jellyfish. One of those things. It sounds very unpleasant. Glad it's never happened to me. I have been stung by a bee though. Not been stung by a wasp. Alright, what's going on over here? I've encountered many a wasp in my life, but I've never been stung by one. Okay, that was really weird, game. Careful not to die. Still 14 Gs left, huh? Yeah, we're certainly going at a much... There's the crab. At a much slower pace in this world than the last one. Where first two worlds I was getting... Well, like quite a couple levels done, whereas now it's like probably we're gonna get another 4. Well, plenty of. This is still going to end before Fantasy Maiden Wars, regardless. Especially since 2 levels, kill 5 enemies using turnips. I did not expect to get that achievement because I wasn't going for it, but apparently I did on accident. Yeah, the There have been 2 chapters of Fantasy Maiden Wars in recent recordings that took 3 parts for 1 chapter. I don't think it'll happen again. I think it's behind me now. Hopefully the final... Well, actually, the final boss is probably going to take 3 parts. Just because I'm probably going to have the entire ending cutscene be its own part, and it's going to take an hour. But hopefully the map itself doesn't take more than 2 parts. Because if it does... Oh my god. Yeah, the last chapter I did that took 3 parts was tiring. You mentioned it a bit in the actual recording I did, but considering I don't have much else to talk about, I can talk about it now. Just Fantasy Maiden Wars difficulty really is something sometimes. I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, and I can tell most of the time because I'm not having that doing fine. But then they'll just the game has a difficulty of just like most of it's really easy, and then you get to a boss that decides it wants to be the hard part of the game, and what that means is you're just not allowed to fucking hit her. And it's really annoying. And then they have skills that make things happen that you wouldn't expect to happen. I'm trying to think, how many boss fights in that game just annoyed the hell out of me? Vermilia was definitely the first one. Although a lot of the earlier ones was just because I didn't understand how the game worked. Vermilia was so early on that I might not even realize how skills worked. But I remember Sanai annoyed the hell out of me, but that was also because I didn't understand like what she was doing when she procced like Faith or whatever. Like she basically got a free bullseye, so I had to waste a turn. And I didn't realize I was supposed to do that, so I didn't really understand what was going on. Sanai was fucking annoying. Can't really remember the rest of the ones after that. I mean, Yukari was hell of annoying, but she was also like the final battle of an arc. This spoilers? It's not spoilers for me to say you fight Yukari in a Toho game that's based on Perfect Cherry Blossom, is it? I don't think that's much of a spoiler for me to say. In a Toho game, you fight Ramelia Scarlet. Never seen that in a Toho game before, fighting Ramelia Scarlet. Next you're gonna tell me you're fighting Sakuya. Tierno is things that do not happen. Big spoilers, no one expected. Go through so many voices when I voice characters in Fantasy Maiden Wars, but those characters only do go up to 12. So I'm trying to think what characters are there that I have stupid voices for that I haven't had to do because they came out in the game after 12. Well, Futo, obviously. Did I have a voice for Mamizo? I think she was this old lady. Don't think I ever settled on anything for Kyoko. It kind of changed a couple times. Alright, it's been 30 minutes and there's still the 4th level yet. Left is actually taking longer than the last world. Surprising. This level here is longer. This is my 3rd recording. How many recordings am I gonna do? Only 11:30. I'd like to do enough to where I can pretty much guarantee that I'll be able to finish the game in the next recording session. That looks exactly the same as the last boss that was in this type of level. Poor little Daisy. I unlocked most of World 1 at this point. We'll get the thing. I didn't have any voices for... I mean, I think I did a voice for Yoshiko when I played Keifu, but it was just kind of me doing a weird high-pitched thing with my voice that I do for many characters thing. It was like half the characters I did in Keifu, because everyone was really small, so I just did human voices. I have a voice for Sega, Miko, Toshiko never talks and anything, so I definitely don't have a voice for her. 2014, I didn't have a voice for Fish, Donkey, or Kagero. Don't think I had one for any other character in my game. Man, I did just stop caring when you get to a certain group of characters, because they probably stopped showing up so much that I never bothered with them. So who would be next? I did 15, because I didn't do anything for 14. Saren and Ringo are rabbits, so they get the tame voice that the other characters have. The cat voice, the rat voice, the rabbit voice. It was in that game, Dormy. Dormy doesn't have a voice. I think. How are we flying underwater? What are you doing this part? Did I have a voice for Clown Piece? Surely I did. Clown Piece. Yes, I did. Didn't for Sakume, because they're all jokes. She's not supposed to talk anyway. Junko, Akatsuki, no. What was after that? 16. On, basically. On is Seymour. That's the only joke from 16. Maya and Satoto, I did just like stupid, dumb voices for them when I played Little Dog Queen. I think I just made them sound like Grounder. He's like, I guess one can be Scratch and one can be Grounder. It's basically Scratch and Grounder anyway. 17. Right, 17 has Futaka in it. Futaka. That fucking voice. Does Urumi in it? I think I tried to do an impersonation of cow and chicken when I did her. I'm dead. Far back, guys, go. Who else was in that game? Yachi. See, you'd want to make her sound like Kiryu, but I wouldn't be able to do that. Mainly because I've only ever heard Kiryu talking Japanese. The only Yakuza game I've watched dub is Judgment. Kiryu's not in Judgment. Mayumi? Yep. Eiki? The characters that exist. I played that game 9 times. I only gave voices to like 2 of the characters, huh? I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point I stopped reading the dialogue for 17 because it was the same thing over and over again. Once you got to like Yachi, it was like, alright, we've reached the plot point. And apparently caring about the plot in Toho means to say the same thing over and over again with no variety. Like, if this is what we're gonna do, I'd prefer we go back to Solo 6. Actually, it was absolute nonsense that meant nothing, but at least it was reading something different as we're working playing different shot type, you know? Saki was in that game, yes. I voiced Saki? I don't think I did. I think I just did deep voice. And then 18 had Shimada. Shimada was what became his family voice. That was a thing. Then 19 and then 20. Yep. Alright, well, it's been 35 minutes. These levels are certainly taking longer than they were. You can unlock the next level? No. Alright, well then. It took 35 minutes, so... Next part, I will play the levels I have unlocked in the last world, and then after that, I guess I just kind of have to like waltz around and play the worlds I have unlocked in the order I've unlocked them until I've played every level. But that'll be 2 parts from now. Next part, I'm going to start the next world by